conquer the lands, dungeons, and other biomes in this procedurally generated survival game, Necesse. While I came expecting a survival game similar to Terraria, I ended up discovering a colony sim like Rimworld. Now, if you read certain prior work of mine, you probably know my thoughts on survival games and my complicated relationships with them. That being said, this doesn't mean that I'm not interested in the genre, as I always dive into the genre every so often to see if one hooks me or not. So when I saw Necesse, ironically, around the time I was playing Rimworld, the focus on settlements and combat piqued me. At first glance, it's easy to say that you get some Terraria feeling from the aesthetics. I thought about it as a top-down Terraria, especially with how combat and gameplay play out. I was mashing left click to swing my sword quicker, getting close so my boomerang comes back quicker, and I was mining, chopping wood, and crafting, the usual survival stuff. It felt like I was enjoying a competent survival game. It checked every block, it was accessible with quests that guide you, the cave's entrance is a ladder nearby, and both building and crafting were very simple. On the surface, it felt like a quick-paced survival game, but besides the combat, it's a little different. And that's because as you place down your flag and name your settlement, then go on adventures, people will visit your settlement, marking an opportunity to recruit helping hands. Depending on who it is, they will ask for a variety of things, from only money to a specific amount of resources. After you give them what they want, they'll become part of your community, and they become helping hands by being able to do some stuff such as hauling, which is moving and picking up items, crafting, which is crafting recipes at workshops, forestry, which is chopping down and planting trees in forestry zones, farming, which is harvesting and planting crops, berry bushes and fruit trees, fertilizing, which is to fertilize crops and fertilize zones, husbandry, which is milking, shearing, and slaughtering animals in husbandry zones and harvesting apiaries, fishing, which someone has to get some food, and hunting, which is someone has to get some food, but inland. From what I gathered, each settler can perform basic tasks from hauling to farming, with some being able to do more specialized work such as husbandry, fertilizing, fishing, and hunting. And something to keep in mind is that you have to make sure you set each zone so people can actually craft, harvest, forest, and actually gather all those really good resources. You're also able to set defense zones, tell them where to go, restrict areas, equip them with gear, set their diets, and probably more stuff I've yet to discover. What I found super useful was setting the chests for specific items such as materials, food, and equipment, and having settlers automatically haul everything into specific chests. It helps you create a system and organize everything. You have to keep your people fed, equipped, and let them know what they should prioritize. And if you're having difficulties with bosses and whatnot, tell them to join on the adventure. And I think that's the whole point too. The first boss of the game is not really easy. It takes a long time to kill them, but if you get a lot of villagers, you get a lot of settlers, and you equip them, the boss fight is not much of a hassle. So equipping your settlers, getting them to join you, and going on adventures is actually what you're supposed to do. It's a game that if it's solo play, it's not really solo play if you think about it. But also remember to have people stay at the base because raids will happen, so somebody has to be on guard. Now, from the game's trailer and other gameplay I've seen, which I highly recommend this video here. I know it's made by the developers, but it showcases what the game can be. This game gets kind of intricate with its management and hectic like with Terraria's combat. The further down you go or up or kind of different dimensions. Expanding your settlement means getting more workers, having to feed them, producing resources, and ultimately forming a party of strong people willing to venture into the depths of anywhere, really. And you'll need them, as I said, because these bosses have so much health. They deal a great amount of damage, they summon minions, and fill the screen with bullets and spells and a bunch of chaos. It's like bosses are basically raids. While the more common aspect of the genre was easy to stomach for me, exploring the crafting and the gathering, for me, the settlement management was a little bit intimidating. Recruiting visitors was simple, but it was getting everything organized and functioning that required a little bit of my brain power. Organizing the chests and designating them for specific items, getting workers to start gathering, hauling things, setting priorities and my zone, and overall just managing the settlement. It wasn't hard, don't get me wrong, it's just the depth that I didn't expect, but I welcome. And while I didn't dive dive deep in the multiplayer, you're able to play with numerous people. The description of the game says that you're able to establish colonies with your friends or even compete with them. And with the roadmap promising a seamless infinite world and more features and more settlements and other things, those servers must be amazing. I could see this game being a great pick for somebody who would like to organize their town, not through the perspective of a god, but through the eyes of a working hand. Micromanaging fans could also get a kick out of this too, but those looking for a more casual experience can enjoy it too, but it could lose some of the cozy aspect down the line because of the hectic combat. But you create your own pretty town, you have your own settlement, everybody living in peace. Sure, you have to put some guards, but they have an option to avoid for raids and all that. Overall, it's a very interesting game because I never thought about having a survival game where you create your colony to this extent. It's a very cool concept and I really like the idea. It may not be for me, but I can see who could value a game like this. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please comment, tell me what you think, like and subscribe. Please take a look at my other videos. I put some good effort into them, and thank you very much. See you.